Hello everyone, another day, another video, another interview. So I'm going to be talking to Mugisha, who owns and runs this amazing store that you're seeing here. He deals in flowers, nature, but mainly artificial stuff, things that you can easily buy and put in your place and use little effort to take care of them. Since some of you probably don't have the energy to take care of some of these plants, we're going to be talking about his business, see if he can enlighten you on how you can get into this business, share some tips, obviously life experiences. He has a lot to say. He's been a teacher and he's going to have a lot to share with you. Yeah, let's get into the video.
So I'm Mugisha Moses. I'm Nyankore. I do art and design. I'm a versatile artist. I can create from scratch, but currently, since we have cheaper stuff coming from China, what I majorly do is to enhance them, to look more local here by enhancing the Chinese products. So I go wide, I go interior, I go decor. I'm majoring in an art world. First of all, nature is life. And currently, what we are trending into, it is a flower world, a greenery life. So if you're to look at all the modern artworks, they are surrounded by the greeneries. So what I do majorly here with my partner called Carol Mwesigwa is to see how we can enhance the interior world and the decor world at large. Some might say it started long ago, but currently it is more becoming a bit more enhanced. People are creating. So if you are a fake creator, just know you don't have the market. People are creating. You look at someone who's working and you're like, wow, I like it. Obviously, the work on ground. The competition is created by what is seen. Someone comes up, creates the work, or creates something, you look at it, and you're like, if I'm to compete with this one, I must be much, much more better. Has 100% role that it has played in this, because we always mimic them. We depend on what they are doing, we bring it here and enhance it. Some just bring it, copy and paste. But what we try to do is we look at their work, since they are the first in the field, we look at their work, we bring it here, we change something within it to make sure it suits our environment. So this is clay. With clay, after it has been fired, you fire it majorly to make it more stronger and durable. So after firing, I add what we call a crepe paper. I have an example of a crepe paper around. It is this. I add a crepe paper. After adding a crepe paper, I stick it there with glue. Then I create patterns when it is still wet. Then after, I paint it in colors that will try to rhyme with the artwork. My assurance is 100% that you won't find this pattern elsewhere apart from here. Of that, I'm sure. First of all, it is hard. For us, the local designers here, it is hard to make it through, but with patience, while creating, not looking at the monetary part of it first, we believe we shall make it, because at least all the indicators are showing. Someone comes around, looks at the work and is like, wow, who is this? You're like, it's me. Surprisingly, this art world is funny. The cheaper the material, the more money you earn. The more expensive the material, the less money you earn. Meaning you must be extra creative. Like for instance, yesterday I was in the garden with my son. He's called Mugisha, trying to get banana fibers. So he kept on asking me, Dad, what are you going to use this for? I'm like, I will see. If I come of age, you will see. You found me doing some banana fiber work there. So I simply go to someone's garden, talk to the owner of the garden. It's not mine. Talk to the owner that I can help you smarten up your garden, the banana plants. So I cut off the fibers, clean them, bring them here, sit with them, do some creativity out of them, enhance my products, and at the end of the day, client is buying it expensively, and I make my profit. So I'm injecting little to maximize. But the moment you inject a lot, that means there's no time for creating. It is already out there, so you have nothing. So it's like you're buying to sell. But I buy, enhance, sell. And the enhancements, I make sure I use the cheap ones, because when someone looks at a cheaper one, is like, wow, how did you come up with this? We do some molting, we melt it, and we create some stuff more so in creating flower vases. According to the machineries we have here, they are not yet perfect to create the beauty that the Chinese are producing. That's the only challenge we're having around. And if you're to start up, it is abnormal money, though it is our dream. But with the time, we can be creating these things from here, and people who are going to China, they no longer have to go there.
Many talented artists find themselves unable to sculpt plastic flowers and replicate nature's beauty without the necessary equipment, as Mugisha quotes. But despite the challenges, most artists possess an ability to infuse life into their creations with anything they can get their hands on, therefore creating beautiful designs. So if you see a local artist display their designs anywhere, buy something. That way you create an environment where any local artist can flourish.
So the art world in Uganda is expensive, sorry to say. So here in Uganda, as an artist, if you want to be a creator, to start from scratch to something, you really struggle a lot. You get my point? So if you're to make it as an artist, you have to put your skills aside. You first look for some money. So after getting some money, the moment you have something pushing you behind or something supporting you, you can easily make it, because everything around it is expensive and it needs patience. Yet patience doesn't parent, doesn't bring food to the table. But when a client comes in, the client pays dearly and you go satisfied, which doesn't occur on a daily basis. So for us, we have sales in two categories. The first one is the real sale. A client has come in. Can I have this? How much? It looks good, like I'm paying this. You negotiate, you reach an agreement, the client pays. That is one way of making the money. The second way, our way, that is keeping us moving, motivated, that one day things are going to change forever, is that each moment you come and open up the shop, make sure you have a program. I'm going to make this. If a day can make 2 to 3 pieces, I know, according to the pricing of the pieces, that would have made 100,000, would have made 500,000, would I have 1 million, but in a tomorrow, in a future. So me, I record it as a sale in a day, because if you don't make them, then tomorrow they won't buy them. So I'm here with my colleague Carol. We can spend 3 to 4 days without making sales, but in those days we are sure that we are creating sales for tomorrow, sales for next week, sales for next month. Yeah, it is hard to come here and you don't find me doing something, because I know tomorrow someone might come for this. So I believe understanding takes time. People understand at different rates. I can tell you something here and you fail to pick it up. Like the Baganda say, embuli zetefa yonna. At one point, what they were telling you about comes around. And you're like, oh, that's why they were telling me this. It's like being in class and you ask learners, have you understood? If the whole class says yes, just no one has understood. Because in learning, learners have to ask questions. If you see a learner asking questions, that learner is with you. If learners are just looking at you like this, Yes, teacher, just they want you to wind up your time and go. So how are you going to play around with them and you make sure they understand? That is the talent. Our market structure is funny. How funny is that people who love the art, they don't have the money to pay for the art. That is the biggest challenge. And those who understand the art and can pay for the art, there are people who have lived in the Western worlds and they are coming here. And we also have this class of clients who are living in that high life. They come in here, look at a product like, wow, can I have this? And whichever price you tell them, they pay. No bargaining. If you hear someone bargaining, he's not understanding what he is taking or she is taking here. I know I do wholesale. I do wholesale and retail. Wholesale majorly for those ones who do events decor. I wholesale to them. And the ones who do interior designing, I also wholesale to them. Then this personal work, because someone is going to come and it's like, I want one piece, I will surely retail that. There's no reason why I will wholesale you to that. Art is fun. Art is fun. Art can keep you busy. You can even lose sleep because of art. You're seated there, you're looking at something, in the end you're creating. For example, my books at school, I've been a math lesson, but at the back of my book, I'm drawing funny postures that have come to my mind. The same applies in the real world that I'm living now. I can be conversing with someone, then an idea comes. Obviously, I'll close the conversation and I go to my sketchbook and I see how best I can bring it out. Then I start on it. I have over 1 million designs there, which are halfway done. You're doing something, it drives you to something else. You put it aside, you start up. As you're starting, something also comes. So at the end of the day, you're like, but what am I doing? Let me come back and finish this. As you're finishing it, more ideas keep on flowing. So most artists tend to become introverts because you're speaking to your work. My neighbors always ask me, why do you leave at 5? If I don't leave at 5, I want to leave. Why? A person called the art has consumed your whole day. That's why I'm respecting time. If you don't, you end up as a real introvert. If you're to look at those ancient artists, like Michelangelo's, the Leonardo da Vinci, they lived the life, they even failed to father children because of art. You could get a contract somewhere, be there for years, and in the end they age it without having kids because of art. So that's why me, I'm conscious with time. When it comes to 5, it is now family time and friends. No more art.
I hope you've got all the necessary knowledge from this interview to help you in your own journey starting your own craft making business, which could be making intriguing flower designs, nature, or anything artistic. There's a lot Mugisha shared, but if you have any question you feel wasn't answered, note it down in the comment section below. And for those that haven't yet liked the video, please like the video. That way you're supporting me. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos like this. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next video.